UK just became the first Western country where you have to scan your face just to use certain websites.
With regards to the UK's new anti-gooning regulations, first of all, I want to express my condolences to all of my fellow gooners. It's a dark day, okay? They got us, all right? They hit us hard, they pulled the rug out from under us. I know we're going to recover from this, but I just need you to hang in there.
It did not even take a week for new censorship measures to go from "we want to keep kids safe" to "you have to hand in your government ID to access Spotify."
Welcome back to MOOMOO Rants, where we say what everyone's thinking but no one dares to say. The government claims it's all about keeping us safe, but let's be real, it's starting to feel more like they're just keeping tabs. Take the so-called Online Safety Act, dressed up as protection, but underneath, more censorship, more surveillance, and fewer freedoms for people like you and me. Meanwhile, big tech gets a free pass, and we get silenced. Your voice, your posts, your privacy, all up for grabs, and it's never just about the bad guys, it's about all of us. So before they slap a warning label on this video or shadow ban this channel, make sure you subscribe. Honest voices are getting harder to find, but here at MOOMOO Rants, we're not backing down.
Forums, the kind of support that young people can desperately need, especially when home isn't a safe place. Cutting them off endangers them. Many young people find help and support and even survival and escape through adult content. And we've just removed so many of their lifelines. So many of their lifelines out of abuse. That should worry all of us significantly. Number 4, your data is now in third-party hands. To access adult content as an adult, you and me, you'll need to submit personal data to a third-party verification system. And when, not if, when that data leaks, we're talking about deeply sensitive information being exposed. Completely legal, but deeply personal. And personal data is an exceptionally powerful leverage in the wrong hands. This will be used for blackmail. This will be used for extortion, without a shadow of a doubt. Number 5, slippery slope here towards surveillance. The act isn't authoritarian yet, but it could be the start of normalized internet policing. Who defines what inappropriate is? Today, it's adult content, which makes large amounts of sense unless you really think about it. Tomorrow, it could be political dissent, left or right. The power lies in who's in charge at the time, and that should make everyone pause for consideration. Blue skies now can quickly fill with clouds. I wouldn't bet on this being a great thing. Number 6, privacy will be compromised. This law pushes platforms to break end-to-end encryption, threatening everyone's right to private communication. Yes, it might reduce some online crime, but it also means your DMs, your personal life, your data, potentially now accessible. And nothing to hide doesn't necessarily mean that everything should be visible. That's a key point to consider. You may not be hiding anything illegal as an adult, but does that mean that you want everyone to know everything? No, it doesn't. I haven't done anything illegal, but I don't fancy people having a gander through my search history, selling it off and getting blackmailed through it. It's invasive, it's personal, it's private, and people have a right to that. My final thoughts, in principle, I'm all for protecting vulnerable people. I'm all for protecting children. I think it is long overdue that something is done. But in practice, this act is full of ginormous blind spots. We should be asking far more questions before we hand over our privacy in exchange for a sense of safety. That, to me, is much more symbolic than actually real. I think this is an illusion of protecting the vulnerable. But in reality, I think there's a very, very big chance that this could do the opposite. It feels like we've closed one door, but opened up 20. And I'm not sure that that's keeping children and young people safe. I'm just not convinced.
Another safety law passed by the UK government. This one's called the Online Safety Act, because who could ever be against safety, right? Oh my god, this is so insane. Let's talk about what this really is. It's a censorship machine wrapped in a warm fuzzy blanket. Not protecting kids. That's the excuse all the fucking time. It's about controlling speech, policing thought, and making sure you never see footage that challenges their narrative. They're not going after terrorists. They're not stopping online predators. They're going after you, the guy filming the protests, you, the girl reposting a video that makes the government look bad. That's who they're targeting. This is happening all over Europe, folks, and most Europeans are actually focused on Trump for some fucking reason. You know, we saw it the other day. They were protesting Trump in Scotland. There's this guy called, some European guy, for example, on TikTok. He called me out once, filmed one of my videos. He only talks about Trump and wears a MAGA hat that says "not a cult." It's supposed to be funny. I think it's from Sweden or something. His citizens are literally taking it from the migrants, like, every day. Just like every other European nation, maybe except Poland. But you know, when they put things like fluoride in the water to dumb down society, it makes it easy for them. There's a reason they call it the fluoride stare. I mean, my God, look at that. That guy is utterly helpless and clueless. I mean, all they had to do was talk shit about the US president on BBC or whatever fucking Swedish news station they have over there. There are millions of Europeans like this guy, and that's why they're getting walked all over, and their culture is being dismantled. Okay, it starts with the citizens. They put up with this, and they're focused on a foreign leader. This is what people like Starmer want. Total narrative control for their fuck-ups. First they say it's about safety, then it's about misinformation. Europe is a very... Trump said it. It's a damn shame what's going on in Europe. Mostly every European country, you know, is filled with migrants. Absolute despicable things are happening to kids over there. I mean, you just go on Twitter and look up, you know, any Ireland migrants, Sweden migrants, UK migrants, whatever the fuck you want to do. And then you'll see just disgusting things. I just, oh God, I don't even want to talk about it because it's so disturbing that this is happening over there. It's so disgusting. But, I mean, you got the average man over there is so dumbed down, so low testosterone, and is like cursing out Donald Trump. And it's like they almost like it. They like it that they're being overtaken slowly.
The UK is one step closer to being a 1984 type state. At what point do we say enough is enough? Here are the facts. As most of you know by now, the Online Safety Act came into effect within the last couple days. Now, I'm not going to go over every single fact in regards to this piece of legislation, but I am going to go over the key points that you at home should be worried about. Firstly, it allows the government to scan your private messages on apps such as WhatsApp. They're allowed to search your private cloud files on apps such as Google Drive and OneDrive. They can order surveillance without a warrant, and they can censor protest videos on websites such as YouTube and X. This is absolutely insane. No government should have this much access to our private information. And I'll be honest, I'm actually quite scared because it's allowing way too much power to the government over our freedom of expression and thought. Surely, as the general public, we just shouldn't allow this. What do you guys think is the next step we do to tackle this problem?
We warned about this. You will now be required to pass intrusive age checks to access most social media sites as the Online Safety Act comes into force. Content that could be deemed harmful to children will now be age-gated as new legal obligations for online platforms kick in. Companies are being compelled to use dangerously intrusive methods like biometric face scans or demand users hand over copies of their ID cards and passports for access to certain websites. This will have a catastrophic impact on freedom online and introduce additional risks to children and adults alike, including security breaches, privacy intrusion, errors, digital exclusion, and censorship. These methods are not a silver bullet solution for online safety, and anyway, are reportedly being easily circumvented. This new law enables state-backed censorship on a scale never seen before in the UK, and with the Home Office separately planning to create a new police unit to monitor social media posts, there's no doubt free speech online is under assault. This census charter has no place in a democracy and needs to be urgently re-examined. the world is watching.
Keir Starmer is reportedly considering switching off everybody in the UK's internet access after a petition to repeal the new Online Safety Act reached 400,000 signatures, with him saying, "Look, if we can't trust you to photograph your face and send your ID to a shady third-party organisation to verify that you're overage so you can access Wikipedia, you don't deserve the internet at all." The new Online Safety Act 2023 has been brought in under the guise of protecting children online from them witnessing inappropriate things on the web, but has quickly been revealed to also seem to block anything that could constitute a grey area that has references to adult content as well, such as Wikipedia, LGBT resources, Discord, even Keir Starmer's own website, as lots of reviews have been left by his constituents saying he was fucking the country. Due to this, there's been widespread complaints from across the general public, with people saying this has been brought in with very little forethought, something very uncharacteristic for the UK government. However, Keir Starmer has said in a speech today the bill is staying for good whether you like it or not, and if you keep complaining we're switching everyone's internet access off for a week, you filthy degenerates. Whilst many internet providers have said they will comply with government orders if it comes to a shutdown, TalkTalk have already barricaded their offices and responded to Keir telling him to come and fucking try it.